Hi friends, my name is Ramesh Goekal and I am an assistant professor in lovely Professional University. Today I am going to discuss about the best practices in food and beverage service industry. And there are so many best practices, but today I am focusing on food safety and hygiene part of food service industry, because that is a key area where staff should know about the food safety, and so that they are going to handle the food and that food is going to the customer in service. So the customer's health and safety is our prime concern. Now here we enter the kitchen and we have the hand washing here, and also here we have discussed about the various hand washing methods. The best hand washing method is nicely scrub with a soap solution for 20 seconds minimum, and that has to be repeated every 25 minutes. And that's the best practices, because some of the food, like if you are talking about rotis and other things, we know that we have to use the bare hand only and we cannot use gloves. So in that areas, we can do this sort of hand washing so that we don't create a contamination to the food or food spoilage or something because of the microorganisms. This is the first area. So this is equipped with hand washing, and you have a tap. So those waiters coming, they will use these taps to wash the hands and then proceed to the work. Now I have spoken about food safety and hygiene and hand washing. Now we will see the next area, which is a chiller, which we can keep the perishables in a right quality and good hygiene. And let me take you to the chiller. Now you are looking at the chiller, which we use for keeping perishable food items. Perishable means the vegetables and fruits and all the other things which we store, like cheese and paneer and everything. This has to be stored on the proper temperature. Temperature ideally would be around 2 degrees centigrade to 5 degrees centigrade. That's the most ideal temperature. And also we have the freezers, and freezers also keep the food products in a minus 18 degrees centigrade for a longer period of time, like 3 months or 4 months. That depends on which food you are going to store. And here this plays a very key role in food safety, ensuring the safety and quality of the food which we serve to the customers. Because if you cannot store the food in a proper condition, then it is going to create microbial growth in the food and it can harm the guest. Next, I was discussing about the chiller and the chilling methods that we use, and the next I will be talking about the heating methods that we use, and precisely the induction method that we use. Now I will be talking about the heating methods that we use, and one of the prominent heating methods that we use is microwave for reheating method. Reheating, we do it at a stage when you have a finished product and its temperature is not meeting standard. Then we use a microwave, and in this is a commercial based induction, not the one residential that we use. It has got high potential also, and this can reheat your food to a particular temperature. The reheating temperature of the food products are above 82 degrees centigrade, and that can be achieved only by like this cooking, because on a stove you cannot get that temperature. So on the stove, what we cook is for only boiling and heating method. So next I'll be talking about the second type of heating method, which is cooking, where the temperature is a little bit below, and that I will discuss with you. Now I'll be discussing about the next heating method, which is cooking method. And cooking method is a very efficient method of killing the microorganisms or bacteria, and the ideal temperature where you cook food is around 72 to 75 degrees centigrade. You can use any of the bottom pans or shallow pans to cook, and you can cook it to the right temperature of 72 to 75 degrees centigrade, and that can kill the bacteria. So I have been discussing about some of the efficient systems that we can use in maintaining a proper sanitation and hygiene in food and beverage service industry. I was discussing about the best practices in food and beverage service industry, and We are also discussing about the food safety and hygiene, which has to be followed for ensuring that food is safe for the consumers. We have seen about hand washing procedures. Second, we have also shared information about the chiller and the freezer. And thirdly, about the cooking methods that we use, which can be traditional cooking method and the induction based cooking method. And with this, I would like to tell you thanks and happy learning, friends. Take care.